Listen up, rock fans, because today we're diving deep into the legend of John Sykes. A name that still sets guitar strings on fire even though he's no longer with us, and people can't stop talking about him, can't stop asking how he died, why he died, what really happened in those final days, and more importantly, why his music refuses to die even now, years later, blasting out of car stereos, guitar practice amps, and every dive bar jukebox that still believes in loud, dirty, glorious rock and roll. Because if there was ever a guitarist who deserved to be called a force of nature, it was John Sykes, a man who could make his Les Paul scream, cry, and explode with the kind of raw energy that could shake a stadium to its bones. And sure, people remember him for Whitesnake's massive 1987 album with its glossy videos and chart-topping hits. But real fans know it was Sykes who brought that molten metal edge to the sound, wrote the riffs that turned Still of the Night into an anthem, and then got fired right before the world tour even started, sparking endless debates about whether it was David Coverdale's ego, jealousy over Sykes's youth and guitar hero looks, or just business as usual in the ruthless world of rock. And even now, decades later, people argue about it in forums, ask why didn't he go solo in the US right away, why didn't he tour more, why wasn't he bigger here? Because he had the chops, the songs, the stage presence, and if you listen to Blue Murder you'll hear it plain as day. That monstrous, swaggering hard rock that felt like Led Zeppelin reincarnated for the hair metal era but with a sharper bite, more technical solos, and a meaner groove that American fans still worship to this day, passing bootlegs around like sacred relics, dissecting every lick and screaming along to Valley of the Kings, or Jelly Roll like it's the gospel of rock and roll, and that's why his death hit so hard, man. Because nobody was ready for it, nobody thought a guy like Sykes could just disappear, and people still ask me, was it a heart attack, was it drugs, was it just years of living on the road, was it something the industry didn't want to talk about? And the truth is nobody really knows for sure. All we know is the music world lost someone irreplaceable, and you see it in the way fans get almost angry when they talk about him, like they were cheated out of more albums, more tours, more of those epic guitar battles he used to throw down live. And it's wild because even in the US, where guitar heroes come and go, his name keeps coming back, whispered in reverence in smoky bars where old rockers nurse beers and tell stories about seeing him play, where young shredders watch his solos on YouTube and think, how the hell did he make it sound like that? Because there was something about John Sykes's tone, man, that thick, ferocious, harmonically rich roar that felt alive, like the amp itself was possessed, and he didn't just play fast, he played with attitude, with a sneer you could hear in every note, and that's why people keep asking about him now. Was he happy at the end? Did he regret how it all turned out? Did he know how much he meant to people? And that's the real tragedy. Because we'll never get answers to those questions, just rumors and secondhand stories and the music itself, which in the end is the only truth that matters, because John Sykes lives in every screaming solo that refuses to fade out, every kid who plugs in and tries to chase that sound, every old fan who cranks up Cold Sweat or Still of the Night and remembers exactly where they were when they first heard it. And if you ask me, that's not death, that's immortality, the kind you can't buy, can't fake, can't kill off no matter how many years go by. So yeah, let them talk about how he died. Let them ask the hard questions about the price of fame and the ugly side of the music business, but don't forget to talk about the songs, about the way he made us feel, about the way he turned 6 strings and an overdriven amp into something primal, something beautiful, something that made us believe in rock and roll, because that, more than anything, is John Sykes's legacy. And as long as people keep playing those records, he's never really gone. Tell me this, what's the very first John Sykes solo that blew your mind? Drop the song name in the comments.